This video will cover the topic of management and leadership. First, I will talk about the role of managers, and then I will review the 5 functions of a manager, which includes planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. I will review the types of leadership styles and the forms of power, as well as the managerial roles, skills, and the future trends in management. The role of a manager is to anticipate any potential problems. They must also coordinate and allocate resources, like assigning tasks to employees or allocating the needed materials for that employee to do their job. Managers also guide personnel through implementation of programs, new processes, or technological advances to help align with the overall goals of the company. Lastly, a manager reviews the results of the implementation process and makes changes as needed. There are 4 types of planning a manager must consider. The first is strategic planning. It's handled by top management. It focuses on long-term goals or missions, and this type of planning involves the entire organization and covers a broad or general content area for the company. The second type of planning is tactical planning. This is a plan to reach a mid-range goal within a year or less timeframe. This may include some of the departments within an organization and has a more in-depth content area coverage than that of a strategic plan. These are usually implemented by middle management. The third type of plan is called the operational plan. This is a time frame that occurs daily, and it's managed by supervisory management, focusing on geographical or functional divisions of a business. The goal of an operational plan is to implement specific objectives, and it's more specific and concrete than the other 2 types of plans I just covered. The last type of plan is a contingency plan. This is a plan for an event that may or may not occur. This is a plan for worst case scenarios or best case, depending on the situation. These types of plans are developed by both top and middle management. They are focused on external factors or the entire organization. They are really plans to help ease the adjustment of unforeseen challenges or opportunities. These are broad but very detailed. Those are the 4 types of plans that managers typically must be responsible for implementing and sometimes even creating. Remember, there are 4 functions of managers: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. In the previous slide, we covered the 4 types of planning. This next slide covers the second function of organizing. Managers can help improve the efficiency of an organization by forming a division of labor or by dividing up tasks that need to be accomplished in order to reach a goal. A manager then groups jobs and employees in a process called departmentalization. This helps improve productivity and ensures that employees are using their talents in areas that are suited for their capabilities. Next, the manager delegates authority to those employees and assigns them responsibilities to help them stay focused on their specific tasks. It's also important to note the tiered image on this slide shows the 3 levels of management. Top management is a small group of individuals who head the organization, such as the CEO or the president. These are the people who develop the company's missions, policies, and strategic plans. Middle management is in the middle. They are the head of a specific division, department, or region. They oversee the supervisory managers who design and carry out the operational plans. Supervisory managers work with the employees the most by leading and guiding them on a daily basis. This is the second function of a manager. By organizing tasks and allocating resources, managers can help when implementing a plan. The 4 functions of a manager are planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. This slide focuses on leading. Effective leaders must influence and must have influence and power in order to help motivate their employees. There are 4 types of power. Legitimate power is power based on the person's position within an organization. Reward power is when an individual uses rewards to gain power over another person or thing. Coercive power is when someone uses bribes or threats to produce negative outcomes. Expert power is when someone is very knowledgeable on a topic or area and they gain power from their expertise. Referent power is when an individual is personable or charming and they gain power from being well liked or respected. Many leaders use a combination of these types of powers to help them motivate employees to be more productive in the workplace. There's also various types of leadership styles that managers use when leading. Autocratic leaders are more controlling and do not allow for much feedback when making decisions. The opposite of that is participative leadership. These are people who share in the decision-making process with others and encourage feedback. Under participative leadership, there are 3 additional leadership types. Democratic leaders who solicit input from all stakeholders, consensual leaders who encourage discussion, and consultative leaders who confer with others before making a decision. Laissez-faire is the 3rd leadership style. This type of leader is not very involved and doesn't have a lot of control over their employees and what they're doing. A combination of these leadership styles can be used to help a leader empower employees. The 4th function of a manager is controlling. The process of controlling is cyclical and starts with setting standards and goals. When the manager measures the performance of the employee and compares the performance to the standards. When necessary, the manager must take corrective action and use whatever information was gained in the process to set new standards and goals. Then the process continues. The roles of a manager fit into 3 categories: informational, interpersonal, and decisional. In the informational role, the manager gathers data, provides data, and acts as a spokesperson for the company. Managers have to manage and work with other people on a daily basis, and this is where the interpersonal roles come into effect. Decisional roles of managers include problem solving, hiring, firing, and negotiations. Managers need to be proficient in making informed decisions by taking the following steps. First, defining the problem, then gathering information, selecting a course of action, then determining alternative options, and finally, obtaining feedback on the chosen course of action. Managers have 3 types of skills to help them with their job. These are technical skills, human relations skills, and conceptual skills. When you are in the supervisory role as a manager, human relations skills are helpful in providing you with the ability to understand human behavior and communicate effectively with others in order to motivate employees. Conceptual skills are more desirable when you are top management because these skills allow you to look at the bigger picture and view the organization as a whole, then understand the systems and the interdependence of each department. These skills allow the manager the ability to develop plans and alternative actions. Technical skills are skills that are required for computer programming, accounting, and analyzing data. All of these skills are very important for managers, but some are more useful for top management, and others are more helpful in supervisory roles. I like to remind people that this textbook I use for the data in this presentation is from 2018, which means that the future trends might not be so current. But according to the textbook, the trends facing management are crisis management, information technology, and multinational corporations. With today's changing economy and all the critical situations, rapid growth in technology, and an increase in globalization, it's important for managers to stay on top of current trends and be proactive about the risks and challenges that lie ahead.